Thank you for tuning in to the Wendy Inspire channel and for joining our happy BME village where everyone belongs. So no matter who you are, how you are, or what you are, you're safe here with us here in our happy BME village. So here are a few of my scarves. I bought them online, but I do want to let you guys know that I just got my sewing machine in and I'm going to start expanding in my hair wrap company. So stay tuned with that. But I'm going to show you how I wrap my hair. So these are just a few of my hair wraps. All right, guys, happy weekend to you. Thank you for tuning in today. It's so great to see my villagers. Missed you guys, and thank you for tuning in. And if this is your first time to the Wendy Inspire channel, we welcome you. We welcome you to our happy BME village, which is a safe place for us to learn and grow together. So today, I am going to share a few of my hair wrap styles. I can't tell you how many requests I had to show you how I cover my head, how I wrap my hair, the different styles, the different techniques. So I'm doing this video just for you. So shout out to Michelle and shout out to Rachel. Thank you so much for your request. I'm going to first share why I cover my hair. So, I'm going to just share a few scriptures that influenced me to make this decision, and I will be reading from the King James Version. All right, so let's start with 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is a temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which you have of God, and ye are not your own. So that's one. So hold on to that one. And we're going to do some more Corinthians. I really like Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, forasmuch as he is the image and glory of God. But the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman, but all things of God. Judge in yourselves, is it not comely for a woman to pray unto God uncovered? And one more. More Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16. And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As God has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. So, my interpretation of what I just read is that when a woman prays or when she prophesies, she should cover her head. Also, we are the temple of God and we are not our own. And we are to honor God with our body. And we are to also be modest. So I feel that covering my head is a form of modesty as well. So once upon a time, I was really into my exterior. I wore long hair weaves and I was really obsessed with my hair. And I feel that covering my hair not only is a greater honor to God, but it also is a greater form of modesty. Now, again, I'm speaking of my own personal walk, my own personal revelation. I can tell you, most of the people that I know or interact with do not cover their head. That doesn't make them higher or lower than me, nor does it make me higher or lower than them. This is my own personal belief. This is what I believe that I should do. Therefore, I do it. And I also understand that everybody will not understand. Everyone may not support it. And some people may even criticize it. And that's okay because it comes with the territory. But as long as I am fully persuaded as to what I feel that I should be doing, that's all that matters. So if you're kind of on the fence about whether or not you want to cover your head or whether you should cover your head, there are a few scriptures that you can read a little bit more deeply into. But I would just encourage you to have your own personal conversation with the Most High and ask Him to reveal. Because we learn in part and we prophesy in part. So there's different pieces that we all receive. So try it and let me know how that goes. And if you are a woman who covers your head, chime in below. Leave some comments. Share why you do it. Share why you don't do it. Because again, the Happy BME Village is all about us learning and growing together. And it's also about respecting the differences in others. So whether you cover or whether you don't cover, you're still welcomed in our village. So let's get into some hair wrap style. All right, so I am going to show you my favorite hair wrap. And my favorite hair wrap is called the Queen's Wrap. This is my very favorite. I probably wrap my hair in this style probably 90% of the time. So let me show you. I also love red. Red is one of my favorite colors. First it's pink, then it's green, then it's purple, then it's red. So I absolutely positively love red. Okay. So when it comes to wrapping your hair, you want to have a fabric long enough to be able to wrap. And I'll actually put the length and the width of my wraps. I'm going to start my hair wrap line soon, so just stay tuned to my website, which is www.someonecaresaboutme.com. Whew, all that running up and down the steps. I am tired and all these lights are making me hot. Okay. You want to find the center of your wrap, and this part of the wrap is actually going to lay on your forehead. So depending on how much forehead you want to have exposed will determine how close to your eyebrows or how far away from your eyebrow you lay the piece of fabric. So first, again, you're going to find the center. You're going to give yourself enough space that's going to cover the whole front of your forehead. And then you're going to make sure it's completely open, and you're going to lay it right on your forehead. Now, I actually like to have my eyebrows exposed a little bit, and I like more of my forehead covered. Some people like it in the back. I like mine closer to the front. So however you want to have it, you can have some fun. It's supposed to be fun. So when I do my wraps, I actually sit on the floor. I get comfortable. I drink my tea, and then I kind of just have fun. And sometimes it takes me more than a second to wrap it because I like it really neat. All right, so first I lay it completely flat on my forehead. Now, you see the lumps from the locks, and that's okay. And if you want to kind of make it a little bit more smooth, you can grab your rubber band, run your fingers through your hair, and then put it in a ponytail in the back, and that will help it lay a little bit more flat. So now it's a little bit more flat, but because I have locks in that they are going to look lumpy, as I wrap my hair, it kind of camouflages them. Now, if you have thicker locks, if you have braids, if you have hair that you're not able to flatten, you can always use like a stocking cap or another piece of fabric to make it smooth. So sometimes when I wrap my hair with a very thin fabric, I'll put another fabric on top of my hair first, and then I'll put the thinner fabric so that way it's not all lumpy. So now that I have my hair pulled back in a ponytail, again, I'm going to find the space that I want to cover or lay flat on my forehead. And then I'm just going to lay it completely flat. And it's actually hard doing it in the camera because it's opposite of what I see. Didn't think it would be that hard. All right. So now that I found somewhere that is comfortable for me, I then pull it tightly and then I crisscross it in the back. So let me show you how I crisscross. I just simply crisscross in the back. And as I'm crisscrossing it, I'm making it tighter. Now you see some of the hair is hanging out. That's okay. You can always tuck it now or you can tuck it later. So just tuck it under whatever hair you don't want exposed, you just tuck it. All right, so now that I crisscross it in the back, now it's more secure. I like to have like ridges in my wrap. So I run my fingers through the wrap and then I secure this side and then I pull it to the front, running my fingers through it because I like the little wrinkles or the ridges. Then I hold this piece down and I take my second layer of fabric and I lay it on top. Voila! Then I tie it one time in the back and then I just tuck. So I normally tuck over and then tuck, tuck, tuck. And whatever pieces I don't like, I just tuck. And if I'm not happy with the first time around, I'll take it apart and I'll do it all over again. And then I just run my fingers through to make sure that all the little fringes are secure underneath. Tuck my locks, tuck the strings. And this is my go-to wrap. This is my favorite wrap of all wraps. I call it my queen wrap, and you can adjust it. You can make it looser, you can make it tighter, but this is one of my favorite wraps. For whatever reason, I like the red one the best, either red or purple, but I just love to wrap my hair, maybe put on a different style of earrings, but this is the queen wrap. Let me show you. Again, for the sake of time, I kind of sped it up a little bit, but I typically sit on my floor and I will take a little bit more time to wrap it very, very neatly. So if I took my time, it might take a lot more of this video. But this is basically the gist of it. This is the sides, the back, and this is my go-to wrap, my very favorite wrap. All right, so now that you know about the queen wrap, let me show you the cinnamon roll. The cinnamon roll is my second favorite style. So let me show you how I do the cinnamon roll. I call it a cinnamon roll because it looks like a cinnamon roll to me. Now the cinnamon roll is I actually pull my hair all to the front. And by me pulling my hair to the front, it's gonna give the cinnamon roll a little bit more shape. So I pull all my hair to the front. And it's okay if some of your hair falls out on the side. So I pull to the front. And then I put a little bun right in the front. And it's, like I said, it's okay if it falls down. So let's use purple because I love purple. All right. So to do the cinnamon roll, it's very similar to how I did the queen wrap. Again, you always want to give yourself some space. The very middle of the fabric, you want to make sure that you're laying the very, very middle, right in the middle of your head, whether it's the front or the back. Whether it's the front or the back, okay. And then what I do is I smooth my hair. And as I'm smoothing my hair, I place the fabric on the back at the nape of my neck, and then I pull it forward. See? And then again, if there's any pieces of hair sticking out, you can always tuck them in. Then I crisscross it. So all of my styles are all crisscrossed. I crisscross it, and the reason why I crisscross it is it makes it more secure. So I crisscross it, and then you can either do one big twist or you can do two separate twists. So we do one big twist, and then remember my little bun, and then I just wrap. Let me find my bun. I use my bun as a base. Oops. That happens sometimes. Let me make it a little bit tighter. And I use my bun as a base. And again, it takes some time. I'm kind of doing it a little bit faster for camera, but I will sit down and, you know, take a little bit more time to make sure I get it exactly how I want it. But it's the same exact process, except it just takes a little bit longer so I can get all the pieces right. And then I just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. I tuck the little fringes in, and then I have my cinnamon roll. So this is my second favorite. Now again, if you have locks or if your hair isn't able to lay flat or straight, you can always put another piece of fabric underneath to make it a little bit more smooth. So I typically wear this with one of my long dresses and probably some really big hoop earrings. So let's see. Let me get some big hoop earrings just so you can get the flow. And it just changes everything. For whatever reason, when you put on hoop earrings, it just changes the whole look. All right, so this is, and I see the little, and you could just tuck them. And sometimes you can even, I've seen some people put like a rubber band to hold the fabric in place, so you can even do that. So this is my cinnamon roll. Doesn't it look just like a cinnamon roll? It's just like a cinnamon roll. And you can even have fun with the fabric. So you can layer it, you can have a colorful cinnamon roll. But these are my main styles of wraps. I have the queen wrap and I have the cinnamon roll. And I'm gonna do one more wrap for you. Let me show you my final wrap. And basically, it's the cinnamon roll in the back. So same thing, going back to putting my hair in a ponytail in the back. And it's the same exact process that I did, except I'm gonna put it in the back. So we have the queen wrap, and we have the front cinnamon roll, and we have the back cinnamon roll. So same process, put your hair in a rubber band, scrunchie, make a little bun, find the center of your fabric. So there's length on this side, there's length on the other side. Figure out how much of it you want to lie on your forehead. Some people like it in the very back, some people like it in the front. I like mine in the front, but you know what, I'll do one in the back. No, I do it, you know, let me do one in the, nah, I don't like the back. All right, so in the front, lay it down, same process. We're always crisscrossing to secure the fabric. So we simply divide the fabric in two and we crisscross. And then to do another cinnamon roll, we wrap our fabric. So we're just simply wrapping it, wrapping it, wrapping it, wrapping it, wrapping it. And you can wrap it all the way to the ends, or you can even wrap two separate cinnamon rolls. I like to just have one thick cinnamon roll. And then you take your bun and you basically wrap your bun with the fabric. And voila! Now we have our back cinnamon roll. And again, it will take a little bit more time to make sure every single fringe is in place, every single piece is tucked. But for the sake of time, I kind of did a fast forward and I sped the process up. So this is the back cinnamon roll. You can even put it to the side if you want, on either side. Start on this side, start on that side. But this is the back cinnamon roll. And this is another one of my go-to, but again, the main one is the queen wrap and the front cinnamon roll. So I just showed you 3 styles of hair wraps. Again, make sure you stay tuned to www.someonecaresaboutme.com because I will soon have my own hair wrap line. So just wanted to give you a sneak peek on that. And that is it. So this is our last one. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite hair wrap is. Is it the first one, the queen wrap? Is it the first one, the queen wrap? Is it the second one, the front cinnamon roll? Or is it the third one, the back cinnamon roll? Let me know which one is your favorite. Let me know how you wrap your hair. Let me know the styles, the fabrics that you choose, that you use. And most important, thank you for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel. Thank you for staying with me through this journey. It has been an exciting journey to connect with each and every one of you, to learn from you, to have you learn from me, and to have us all continue to grow together. And again, that's what the Happy BME Village is all about. So happy weekend to you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel. I'll see you next time.